Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hwanseung News for 7th of August 2023. I'm actually uploading this one day late. I was very busy yesterday with my rigorous work schedule and teaching executives from the big chaebol or large conglomerates in Korea. Full day of classes as usual, Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. It's nothing new, but somehow I managed to get through. I did have a problem with my Zoom, so I've been asked to change my Zoom address there for a long-term membership, and I was having trouble logging in and testing it because of the password requirement, but I managed to get through it. It's still not 100%, but I got through it at 2 a.m. this morning in time for a new client at Hanguk Tire. Hanguk Tire, I have a vice president that I've just acquired, and so yeah, he was a really nice guy, and it's great to get the class underway. Anyway, let's get ahead over here, guys. Why are we transferring? We're Hwanseunging, right? We're Hwanseunging, we're transferring all the time. We're transferring between transport, we're transferring between companies, countries, knowledge, information, banking. Okay, every day we do a Hwanseung and we're always transferring there. So welcome to the channel if you're new. My name is Paul Wilson, and I'm the host of this channel, this nice podcast, and also the CEO, if you like to call it that, the CEO of Hwanseung Group, where eventually we'd like to branch into headhunting and finance and also real estate, based on our fundamental business English course that we have running for the last 15 years. Okay, and we've just made it official this year. Okay, well, the first one here, you guys can see, is amid continued woes, Korea struggles to salvage the Jamboree. This is the Scout Jamboree that's being held in Korea, and it's turned into a national disaster. Okay, the weather was not right. I don't know why they chose this location. Look, it looks like a UN refugee camp. Okay, this land, what I've been told, is actually reclaimed land from the sea, and it's actually not suitable to build anything on for 20 years because of the salt content in the land. So you cannot build buildings there. It's not farmable. It's not suitable for agriculture there, and they've gone ahead and chosen this location because I guess it's near the sea. And it's a wide open space, but along with that, there's no shade. There's no shade. Now, there's been problems since the beginning of poor organization. The male adult showers were not operating for 3 or 4 days. There was an allegation of like a sexual predator who was looking into the women's toilet, and subsequently, some countries have actually withdrawn back to Seoul. Rather than staying at this kind of this temporary tent city that they've erected there. So the government has stepped in. Also, large Korean corporations have stepped in to assist at short notice. And I know that Hyundai is also giving them a tour of the factory there. Other companies have provided hygiene requirements that they needed. And they're also going to end this week with a K-pop concert. I think that was originally scheduled, but it was postponed. It was postponed because of the scorching hot weather. Yesterday was 36 degrees, guys, in Korea and overall. So it was very hot for them. So you can imagine in a tent, camping in summer is one thing, but camping in the scorching heat, that's really hardcore there. Okay, going on to our next headline there, guys. Will Blackpink survive the 7-year curse? Now, why do they call it the 7-year curse? You can see here, guys, that the standard contract for an entertainment company is 7 years in Korea, right from when they're picked as an apprentice and they're trained in dancing and singing and working on their appearance to when they actually make it big. It takes on average about 7 years. Now you'll probably know Blackpink, and they are probably the most famous Korean female group, probably after the girls' generation, which was about 15 years ago, and they've all had great solo careers there. But will it be enough for YG to secure them for a renewed contract there? And there's been talk that Lisa's been offered $80 million, somewhere around a ballpark of $80 million to leave and perhaps join another entertainment label. And my question is this: if one of them, if Lisa or Jisoo or Jennie or Rose leaves, where will it leave the other three? Will they adopt another member? Now, 4 days ago, YG Entertainment actually came out and acknowledged that Jisoo was dating another actor, and it's been very surprising that they've come out so quickly and acknowledge that, whereas normally entertainment companies are very hush-hush about that. They don't like the private lives of their staff being revealed to the public. So it's very, very interesting turn of events. Perhaps it's a sign that they probably have re-signed and they've been given a lot more autonomous freedom to do how they see fit for their new contract there. So let's hope they stick together. I don't mind if they stick with YG or they go to another company. They're doing very, very well for themselves. But whatever they do, as long as they get a good vacation, a good summer vacation before they re-sign or they go to another contract, I wish them all the best. My daughter really loves them there. So, and she kindly gave me a dance of Jisu's flower dance on the weekend at Emart, and it was very, very cute. I wish I could show you, pictures of my daughters and my wife, but at the request of my wife, I've been asked to keep this channel private to respect their privacy, and that's why I just mention them as I go, but I'm not allowed to show you pictures of them there. So if you know me, you know me, and you'll see them on the regular channels there, but not on the Hwanseung channel there. Family is family, and I'm going to keep it that way. Thank you very much. Okay, now the next one here, guys, is we can see here the South Korean youth embrace shorts, okay, and with the heat wave there. So have a look at these office workers here, okay. Now I have been talking to executives from my clients who are executives at the large conglomerate companies and said none of their companies are allowing shorts. It's not normal. And you can see here, some of them are wearing sandals, some of them have got sneakers, some of them are wearing loafers there. I don't think this is a professional image. Now, working in New Zealand as well for a shipping company called Jamboree before they got acquired by Maersk, no matter how hot it got, formal was business formal was the attire. You were allowed to not wear a necktie during summer and have your collar button undone, but most companies in Korea, at the very least, you should be wearing a collared shirt, okay, and slacks, collared shirt and slacks, and a decent pair of shoes there. So I'm not a big fan of this kind of shorts culture here. Come on, it's hot, but it's not that hot that you need shorts to survive going on. But you may have a different opinion, and everyone is entitled to what they feel is the suitable way. These guys are from T-Way Air, the LCC, one of the top LCCs in Korea, and I guess in their job, maybe they have an office job in bookings or finance or something there. It doesn't really matter because they're not meeting customers. But if you are in a company and you are in a position where you do have clients coming from outside, especially from overseas countries there, it is probably best to stick with formal, as they will do the same for you. I've seen many businessmen coming from Saudi, Singapore, Australia, from the States, and they've always looked very, very slick and very sharp coming to visit Korean companies here. Okay, now this next one, guys, we can see here, sales of self-defense gadgets soar after stabbing rampages there. So this is a very, very big problem here, and it is going on, causing a lot of hysteria going in Korea. So these weapons are coming in Korea. There's actually this one here, one here. They were going on, and there's a website that's actually showing tracking of daily events where there's been threats online, and I think that even if you're carrying a baton or pepper spray or like a BB gun or something like that, how are you really going to be able to use this? Let's say someone's come up to you from behind and they start stabbing you. Are you going to say, "Oh, excuse me, let me pull my pepper spray out and spray it on you"? You would have no time. I mean, perhaps it's good for a female walking at night, in her hand, ready to take action there. But how many of you are comfortable going to a populated place such as a subway station or a department store, carrying a bottle of mace, carrying a bottle of pepper spray in your hand to get ready to face that threat? And I don't really see people, being able to wear bulletproof vests all the time, stab-proof vests, which are currently selling like hotcakes on the online vendors there. So, unfortunately, some people are saying this is the tip of the iceberg. There is a lot of young isolates, a lot of young people who are in isolation, who are taking their vengeance, who are taking their anger out on the public to make a point for themselves, and unfortunately, it's leading to a lot of copycat crimes and stuff like that. Okay, now this next one here, guys, the man behind the LK99 superconductor controversy here. Okay, so you might have heard about this. What they've actually come out with is This is the actual lab. This is the actual lab. You see, this is on Bloomberg, okay? And this lab is located near Lotte World in Jamsil and Songpa-gu, and they're saying that this superconductor was developed in this lab. And, you know, it could be a potential game changer. You know, if I'm, you know, to be positive, I really hope it is true, because for 주식회사 대한민국, it would be a great scientific achievement there. They probably even get the Nobel Prize for this. So, you know, it's amazing if it is true, because it would have so many commercial applications there. And the fact that it's been done in a basement, it's kind of got those echoings of Amazon, Jeff Bezos in a small little office, of, you know, Steve Jobs in a garage, starting a huge empire from very small, humble beginnings, which is kind of like what I'm doing, guys. Mr. Paul and Hwanseung Group, me in my bedroom, having there. What more can you ask for? I'm cozy and I'm hungry and I'm ready to go out there and get it. You know, whatever I can get, I'm after it there in this business world in Korea. Now, for this one, the stocks are going crazy. The stock market's going crazy with supposedly related stocks that are related to semiconductors here. And the question remains, like, the recipe to replicate this is, they're saying they probably released it, or they're publishing it here. But if you are making a kimchi jjigae, a kimchi stew, anyone can make a kimchi stew. But it's always going to taste different from person to person, because of the amount of ingredients you put in there, the quality and the amount of ingredients. It could be the amount of chili pepper there. It could be the amount of water. So the general recipe for making the semiconductor, I guess, is available, and people are trying to replicate it, but no one's actually able to get it on point. And what I've heard is that the two scientists who are involved in this are actually hiding this until they can get more solid evidence and, credence applied to their research there. So the next few days is going to be very, very interesting there. And just have a look at those stock market. Have a look at the stock market for the stocks that are related to this. It is something that is, it's a potential game changer, and it has the opportunity to change the world. But another part of me is thinking, is this another cloning scientist time like Hwanseung? You know, of course, you know, he did achieve cloning there, but it was unethical. Is this the same kind of thing, where it's a lot of noise marketing going on, and in the end, they kind of backtracked and said, it was not possible, and they kind of acknowledged that it isn't. It's just a wait and see game there. Okay, so guys, just a PSA, public service announcement. Wherever you go, please be careful. Wherever you're going, it's a lot of uncertainty going out, a lot of fear going out in there. So, do look over your shoulder. Try to avoid crowded places there, because you never know when the danger could happen. And I believe this is the tip of the iceberg with the current economic climate and the weather going on, the state of young people's lives, some people's young lives being in isolation. It's a very, very uncertain time. So yes, please be careful out there. This is Hwanseung. This is Paul Wilson. We transfer transport. We transfer companies. We transfer countries. We transfer money. We transfer insight, knowledge, and wealth. We're always transferring in our lives. That's Hwanseung Group. Hwanseung business, corporate business English. Hwanseung finance. Hwanseung headhunting, and Hwanseung real estate. That's what we want to get into. So stay tuned, and you're going to see big things developing. Thank you so much. Those were our people today. That's Hwanseung tonight.